4.8, solving problems with trigonometry.
That's crazy paycheck. Sorry. We're guessed.
Why not?
Oh.
Wait, where is she?
Honestly, I feel like our class have the best snacks. Like, you guys are like on top with like the Pepsi, but like I feel like our class was on top with the snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So basically, there's no notes. It's just literally example problems. So starting with number 2, and I am going to write out the problem. I would suggest that you do the same even when you do your homework, because then when you go back to study, it's written out.
Just look
You're
like
not like-
answers.
Not like
I feel like-
So from a point 100 feet from its base, the angle of elevation of the top of the arch okay, there's a weird name, so I'm just gonna do my best, of Septimus Severus. Actually, last year that's what I did right. I literally wrote prime.
Yeah, really.
I changed it.
Septimus, what?
In Rome, Italy.
Oh, it's
It's a O.
Oh, I thought it was
That's
someone's
embarrassing.
name.
I thought it was
like
some
a type
poor
of animal.
soul. Some poor soul. who
Well,
was
it's
sad.
an arch, so.
Oh.
Oh.
It says
I
it.
don't know why it was a person. I was like, wait, what?
That guy
Is 34 degrees, 13 minutes, 12 seconds. How tall is this monument?
Good question.
Some of these problems, y'all are going to get to see my amazing art skills.
Yeah.
I love your art skills.
This is kind of like that fire truck problem y'all had last year.
Not the fire truck.
These problems are going to be kind of like that, just more in depth.
That gives me PTSD. You know how long I sat in here that one time?
I do know.
to
I am
figure
very
out that
aware.
problem?
Did you get it?
No.
No.
See, I just gave up.
I was determined. Yet I failed.
Still got this same result.
All right, so known information.
It didn't work.
It's 100 feet from its base. 34 degrees, 13 minutes, 12 seconds. And ultimately, I want to know, how tall is this monument? So I need to convert this into degrees because that's the only thing I know how to work with. So how would I convert this?
So you do.
I'm still writing down the problem.
It's like 34 plus.
What's the conversion factor for
13 over
minutes?
60
Yep.
plus 12 over 3600.
Yep. And I won't make y'all do that out, but it's 34.22 degrees. So now I'm going to draw a picture. Nothing exciting, just a triangle.
Oh. That was gonna be the one.
I'm disappointed.
No, I don't need to draw the arch. Not for this one. All right, so we know that a point 100 feet from its base, so 100 feet. We want to know how tall it is, so this is the value I'm solving for. And we're told that the angle of elevation, which is what means it's going up, is 34.22 degrees. So what trig function associates these things?
Oh my goodness, that's totally tangent.
Tangent of 34.22 is equal to opposite, call it x over 100. So x is equal to 100 tangent of 34.22, And again, you'd make sure that's in degrees. I think all these problems are in degrees. They should be.
Can't believe Mrs. Marshall be texting me during class. Like,
When did she text you?
just now.
Can't say I don't ever do that.
What'd she say?
She asked all about my orders.
Oh, that makes me think. I made something like I made the other day to go out the night before that. If y'all want to look at it and tell me if you like it. And if you don't, I won't be offended. I can start over.
I mean,
if
if
you
you
made
it,
chances are we're
if
gonna
it's
like
anything
it.
like the other
Yeah.
one, probably will like it.
I haven't made the other one yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay, is my phone? Okay.
February 10th?
For football. I guess my question was for that one. Can it be any sports team or does it have to be football? Because I think it says any, but
I think it's any sports team.
okay.
Yeah, honestly.
I was just gonna specify that in the comment that I put.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is the Super Bowl this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Let me check if I'm in the credit. But that's why.
Me too.
I got a negative answer.
No,
So
I'm not, yeah, I'm
I
not
was
the
in-
one reading
I got
mode.
68.01.
It's because I was in the
Yeah.
radio, so I was like,
It's okay, Nathan, me too.
68.01 feet.
Negative feet going.
I was like, that's alright.
But see, at least you noticed that. Some people are just like, it's negative. How can you have negative height?
And,
Unless you're shrinking.
even if you like shrink to 0 and go into negatives, you're still gonna have height. It's not gonna be
How do you shrink to the ball?
Yeah.
Okay, that's too much.
Is it gonna like really, really annoy anyone if I go out of order?
No.
Okay, great.
not really.
All right, number 4.
Wait,
Wait.
the truth going out of order.
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
Number 4. The top row of the red seats behind home plate at Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium is 90 feet above the level of the playing field. The angle of depression to the base of the left wall or the left field wall. Is 14 degrees. How far is the base of left field or of the left field wall from a point on level ground directly below the top row. I'll let y'all copy that first.
crying as she was saying it.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
What time did she get home last night?
She got home really late. I'm not sure when, but like I know it was like really
Where'd
late.
she go?
She said that she had a tournament this weekend in Charlotte, and she said she wasn't gonna be here for a little bit of seconds, but she's coming for a third. And I know Hope's not here either, so I'm assuming she also got back.
Yeah, she said at like 1:20 that she was back.
Lovely.
It's like that's awful.
I could never.
Their net was like super behind yesterday though.
Oh really?
Like the day before, their net was really, really ahead. Because I was
Oh.
watching their games, and she was like, yeah, we play at like 5, and it was like 4 o'clock. We're starting. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then yesterday, the coach that normally streams couldn't stream them because he was coaching somewhere else. So I didn't watch them, but I was getting updates that they were
Really behind.
really behind.
When
Like,
they were last
like
game?
2 hours behind almost. Like, it
That's
was pretty
great.
crazy. Or at least from the times that I was told. Based on when they were finished, I was like, there's no way. So.
That sucks.
All right. I'm going to draw a baseball field. Don't judge.
My drawing skills aren't better. So.
Mine will literally probably the worst.
Nope, that's not it. Hello.
Oh.
Why did
Maybe
it?
it doesn't really help.
Why did
when
it
the,
correct
iPad
it into
goes
a worse
against
shape?
Yeah.
Like what?
All right, so left field wall is over here. So I'm looking at basically here. Good enough. So this is 14 degrees. This is 90 feet.
I understand.
You understand?
Oh.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah, I think I get it.
Cause I didn't picture a baseball field.
I don't know
I don't
why
think I
was
knew what a baseball field was.
I don't know why I was
like,
picturing a theater at first when you said red seat, and then I realized, and then I was like, oh, field.
I was not picturing anything. I was just waiting for her to draw something.
So then this is what we're trying to find
Okay.
here. So yes, tangent again. So tangent of 14 degrees is equal to opposite, so 90 over x. So we just swap x and the tangent of 14. So x is equal to 90 divided by the tangent of 14.
Calculators will probably turn.
That's the worst when you start typing and then you like look up.
It makes me so mad. I'm like, ugh.
Okay.
Haven't happened that much. We've never had copies before.
You've never had that happen.
You've never had a habit?
Okay, well,
I got-
I guess you're just awesome, Christian.
'Cause I wouldn't start
360.57.
typing without turning it on.
Yeah.
Cause I think it's
I
all.
also got that.
Are you
I
blind?
concur.
Yes. Well, honestly, I look at the numbers before I even look at the screen.
Just, you know, type without looking.
Do better. Do better.
I am the best me I can be. Okay.
All right, number 8. This one gives you a lovely picture in the book. So I'm going to do my best to copy it once I
Lovely
write the
picture?
problem down.
What's the picture of?
Luke, can you draw me
Well, it
some
kind of looks like a
pasta?
beach, but I'm pretty sure it's a farm.
Wait.
Ah.
Well, because there's like sand, but there's
Oh.
a smokestack, which would make me think a farm.
Oh.
Or
So
somebody just living on the beach.
maybe. I don't think so. But, all right, the world's tallest smokestack.
If it's the world's tallest, it's probably
Not
on a
smallest,
beach.
tallest.
It's probably not on a beach.
Probably not, unless it's like a lighthouse. At the International Nickel Company.
Yeah, I don't think a company is on the beach.
There's one place to do
In Sudbury, Ontario. cast a shadow that is approximately 1,580 feet long when the sun's angle of elevation and it notes that it's measured from the horizon is 38 degrees. How tall is the smokestack?
Just you, Josh.
I thought it was a bell.
But you heard it. Okay, well you heard it.
All right, so I'm gonna do my best with their picture that they gave us.
A what?
Metal pipe.
Could be any of this. Okay. I see.
I don't want to see the book much now.
Okay. Is that the smokestack?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
You know what, Peyton?
That was funny.
That was funny, Peyton.
Good job.
Oh. That's so cute.
I'm looking back at my notes. I'm like, I'm having to watch the video again.
Is this an art project or a math problem?
You never know.
Yeah.
And all of this is what they are giving you, so I'm not putting anything that's not given to
This is what
you.
the picture looks like in the book.
Well, okay. There's like graphic, but yes, like
Oh, that's funny though.
like
I'm gonna look.
I need orange.
You're coloring it?
Well, she drew the sun orange, so I need
Oh
to draw
my
my sun
God.
orange.
I'm not even drawing the sun.
Why not, Christian?
Why should I?
I'm gonna draw my
That's measured from the horizon.
My son's
No, like, what about that sun with, like, the baby sun?
I was getting ready to say that.
No, not the baby
The sun with the face from Teletubbies.
That's cursed.
But see, we say that, but then like the moon from Bear in the Big Blue House definitely had a face and talked too, but it was less
yeah,
creepy.
But that's like Bear in the Big Blue House. So
It wasn't creepy.
it's not-
Teletubbies is just all around creepy. So.
Yeah, I didn't really ever think it was growing up. But then I was like, the older that I got, like I would like see clips of it or something, and I was like,
Yeah, no kid that actually watched it growing up thought it was creepy.
we used to do like group, like when we would do like group day or whatever in high school. Like some of my friends would dress up as the Teletubbies. I
Oh.
was like, okay,
I would
that's
skip.
nice.
I would literally skip school.
Yeah, skip day.
It's like it's
Imagine
a
having
little
to do the
creepy.
people in the costumes though.
I know.
Well, they weren't like they like made them themselves. They weren't like in the costume.
Wait, no, they weren't. It wasn't like Barney.
No.
No, they like dressed up.
No,
like,
like they would
like,
dress up
colored.
like a Teletubbies. They had like the purple shirt, like
Oh,
the
okay. Peyton thought they were wearing the actual costume.
no.
No, I meant on
And then
the
they-
show.
She meant on the
Oh.
show.
No, the show,
Not
not
the-
No, I understood the.
Because then they would have like pipe cleaners for their little like
No, I
things
got
that
that.
stuck
They-
out of their heads. I was like, what?
I understood where you were going.
I meant
But
on
then
the
it just got
actual show.
confusing. Yeah, I would hate like it was probably really hot in those costumes.
All right, so we are solving for the height of the smokestack.
Sorry, I gotta go.
So what? Now, let me back up. The reason this is the angle that they gave us officially. Okay, now all of this except for the question mark that I just drew in was given to you in the picture. But hypothetically, if you weren't given the picture, aka if this was a quiz or a test problem, okay, then why is this angle the same as this one?
Because
There was a
Convergent
geometry
or
that we
whatever.
learned about.
Alternate.
alternate angles.
Okay. Yes, they're congruent. So that's why they were able to get that. This was from the problem, basically what they stated the angle to be. But this is the same angle because of that property from geometry. So, what function associates this with the known and unknown? Tangent. It's a pretty common theme, yes. So the tangent of 38 is equal to x over 1,580 multiply, so x is equal to 1,580 tangent of 38.
My calculator is on.
It's literally like the worst thing when you like just start typing thinking it's still on from the previous problem and it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know how that's never happened to you, Christian.
When you would just turn it off after you finish the problem, I always just turn it off on mine, constantly pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
That's why.
Mine just does nothing. Okay.
I like this answer.
I just
One,
like
two,
my
three,
calculator.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Point 4 3.
0.43.
1, 2, 3, 4. Point
I
4
love
3.
that. 1,234.
Probably your calculator is still on.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
No, why not?
There's no point in having one.
Yeah, it is.
What if we're gonna use it in the next problem?
That's why I turn it on again when I get there.
No, Christian.
All right. Number 3.
Maybe we're the same.
Oh.
Oh. We are going out of order.
The angle of depression. Okay, that just means the angle going down, angle of
Yeah.
elevation is up. I guess you
No,
figured
it's
that
a
out.
sad
But
angle.
It's a sad angle.
yeah, it's a very sad angle. It's like when you do discrete math and they're like, it's not like secretive or quiet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be me next year.
Ooh.
Are you taking discrete math?
I am applied discrete mathematics.
Okay.
I enjoyed discrete math.
Is it easy?
It was one of the easier math classes I took in college, yes.
Great.
The angle of depression from the top of the Smoketown Lighthouse.
Smoketown?
That's what it's called. 120 feet above the surface of the water to a buoy is 10 degrees. How far
It's not spelled right.
is the, it's really not, buoy from the lighthouse? But if we're being honest, a lot of words in the English language are not spelled like you would
bologna.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bologna.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
You missed a syllable.
Worcestershire.
I was gonna say somebody was like, it's Worcestershire. It's like, no, it's Worcestershire sauce.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced.
No, I saw this thing. It was
Not
like
even like a
top
word
3.
sound.
It was like top 3 hardest things to say. I love you. I need help. Worcestershire.
That's funny.
That is funny.
And pretty accurate, honestly. All right, this one gives you another beautiful picture.
I love the pictures.
Okay.
Are you still writing?
This is my lighthouse, but thank you.
It looks like an alien. When I got that on the eyeball.
I didn't say I was
I
good
did
at drawing,
I bid
people.
500. I bid 500.
I love it. You did
My
500.
lighthouse isn't
I'm
any
bidding
better.
500.
Why?
Going once. Going
Bidding.
twice.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. I was like, what?
That took you
Yeah, I was like, what are we
Check
doing?
hard because we're a lot more.
Well, I'm starting at 500.
I don't have the kind of money to increase that. so
Exactly. What do you mean? So what do you
I
mean
know you
it's?
have it either.
I know, but
Same thing.
I can't.
That's the buoy.
Oh, that's the I thought you were like
Oh,
taking
okay.
apart the lighthouse. I'm like, oh.
What?
I'm sorry.
The picture does go with the
My
problem.
lighthouse looks even worse.
My lighthouse is gonna be, I mean, my sand's gonna be blue.
The water needs to be blue.
My sand's gray.
What is this buoy?
My water's brown.
It's accurate, actually.
Everything's orange. It doesn't matter.
I went to a beach in Florida and the water was actually brown.
Ew.
Yeah.
I would actually not.
I would expect more from Florida.
When I was in the water in the Fort Lauderdale area of Florida, we got in and then afterwards they told us that we might have sea lice when we were done. Because
Wait.
apparently that's a thing and they crawl over your body and then they like bite you and your skin turns red.
Oh.
And I was really freaking out
Were
because
you
I like
fishing
don't
for
get
this?
in the water in like
Did
the
they not tell
ocean
you
to
that
begin
before you
with.
get in the water?
No, they didn't tell us that. And so, like, I was just like, normally I don't get in anyways. And we're just like, oh, just get in, and it'll be fine. And I was like, okay, great. Like, put my head in and everything. And then they told me that, and I was like, if I get sea lice, I'm gonna be very mad.
Ugh.
Yeah, I went back and I showered, like, literally right away because I was so paranoid. I was like, no.
Like, I've never even heard of sea lice.
Most people haven't. It's not like a thing that you would just like assume. They're like, well, the water looks okay today, but apparently they attach to seaweed. So if the seaweed's really bad,
Wait, are you for real?
at least down there, I don't know.
I went to
They might have been pulling my leg too. I
I went
really
to
don't
Miami.
know.
Another
But
reason I don't go on the water.
I went to Miami and I remember it was really painful for me because I kept stepping on seaweed and my foot would just like hurt so bad. Like I felt like something like pinched me. Oh, maybe that's it.
Maybe the sea lice.
Maybe I
were
had
eating
sea
you.
lice.
No, not the sea lice.
Sea lice are sure. There's a lot of orange in my picture,
I'm just gray.
honestly.
It's kind of boring pain.
Yeah, you know what? We're just doing that.
But matches math.
all right, that's all that they give you.
But it matches math. Blend.
Yeah.
Their picture obviously looks much more beautiful than this one, but
No, I doubt that. I honestly doubt that.
I like
the previous problems picture looks way better than mine. Kind of looks like a satisfying sunset, actually.
I mean, this is a statement right here.
I know. I actually think my one last year looked a little better, but it's fine.
You hang this up in an art show and somebody will like pay
I would
$1
buy
million
it.
for it.
I would buy it.
For real. Because people are stupid.
Well, apparently you can just like throw a bunch of paint on a paper and say that it's art
Your
and it's
emotion.
fine,
It's
like
your
without
emotion.
doing
It's
anything.
because
What
it's
I
your
feel on the
emotion. It's
inside.
what you're feeling on the inside. Like that still doesn't clarify.
Or if you just claim that an animal at a zoo painted it, same thing.
Oh,
People
yeah.
pay high dollar for that stuff.
Especially if it's
Tony
like
the
an
Tiger painted this for me, guys.
I feel like the elephant walked on some paint and then stepped on your paper.
Yeah.
$75. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, it's $7.50.
So I'm just going to take this triangle and flip it, basically, to make it look easier to deal with. Not that you have to, but that's what I'm going to do. So we have 120. We have x. So basically, we're finding this value here. And then this angle would be 10 degrees.
No, I just wrote it on my picture.
That's fine. Because again, this angle, if that was 10, this angle here would also be 10. That's another reason I do the other problem first, and then I come back to this one.
Oh, okay.
I just am redrawing it at the bottom, but you don't have to. You are more than welcome to just do it on the picture. But all right, so then, which function? Surprise. Tangent of 10 degrees is equal to 120 over x. Swap those. X is equal to 120 over the tangent of 10.
Already got an answer? got it. I maybe.
What'd you get?
I got 680.55.
I'm just gonna trust Josh. I never turn my computer.
Yep.
I don't know.
Also, if you go check your answers, you'll notice the book will say like what the function would have been written as. Instead of it having to be flipped, they actually wrote this one as cotangent, but that's not something you can type in your calculator, so I don't do it that way. But when you're checking, I just wanted you to know that that's why it's going to be written like that. All right, number 10. 2 more. We'll see if we can get through them. This one's a short one. A ramp leading to a freeway, overpass, is 470 feet long and rises 32 feet. What is the average angle of inclination of the ramp to the nearest degree? So with this problem, you'll notice we're finding the angle instead of the height or the length. I'm going to go ahead and draw my triangle, but I'll wait until y'all have it written down to fill it out. All right, so notice with this one, they don't give you a picture, so we have to draw it ourselves. So a ramp leading to a freeway overpass is 470 feet long, and it rises 32 feet. So I think the rises part is pretty self-explanatory. That would be this part. Okay, a common mistake is that people will put the 470 feet down here. But that's how much the overpass, like the length is. So that's got to be the hypotenuse value. So that's 470 feet. And then we're solving for this angle. So which function would I use for this one?
Sine.
The sine of theta is equal to 32 over 470. Take the inverse. Theta is equal to inverse sine of 32 over 470.
Do you want like the nearest whole number or like?
Mm-hmm. It says to the nearest degree, so yeah.
Oh. 4 degrees.
4.
Yeah, I also got 4.
So theta is equal to 4 degrees. All right, and then the last one that we're going to do together, number 20, a ranger spots a fire from a 73-foot tower in Yellowstone National Park.
I'm scared of Yellowstone.
Why?
I don't know. Because of the thingy. Can't it like blow up at like any time? Is that there?
The geyser?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they would have a pretty good idea if it was gonna happen though.
It's still terrifying.
It only goes off every 90 minutes, so you'd be all right. And I'm pretty sure they said if it went off, you'd basically be dead over here. Like, that's how much it would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. We would all pretty much.
Pretty
It goes
sure
off
in
every 90
times
minutes?
that's when it's gonna happen, huh?
It goes off every 90 minutes?
Yeah, it's a geyser. It's called Old Faithful.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like
video
the
if anybody wants to see it.
Faithful blew up.
Oh, I was
So
like,
would-
wait. if
Because
goes off
it's
every
the
90
reason
minutes,
it does it
I'm
is because of
dead.
volcanic
I'm dead.
activity. But there's been no activity for
Ever.
pretty much ever, yeah.
But if it blew up, so would
It just-
basically America.
Pretty much the whole United States would be gone
Yeah.
or covered in,
Dang.
Yeah.
Probably
volcanic.
some of Canada and Mexico.
probably, because it's kind of up that way. But anyways, she measures the angle of depression to be 1 degree, 20 minutes. How far is the fire from the tower? Now, I really thought that this was like purely just just a problem that they threw in the math book until this past summer when I was traveling out west. And I don't remember which national park it was, but there was actually a spot that we like hiked up to that they actually had basically a tower for them to sit and watch for fires.
See, I would get distracted and there would be a fire and I wouldn't like.
Because they're like, and there's somebody in there always watching, like, all the time. But that way, if like a lightning strike occurs and it starts a fire, they can be like, all right, get here, like, to this spot, blah, blah, blah.
Interesting.
So, anyways, it is a legit thing. Because I always, like, literally we were up there and I was like, this is literally the pre-cal math problem coming to life. Like, it's legit.
So they just determine the angle of depression like right on the dot?
That I don't know. I didn't get to talk to the ranger. I just saw the sign that says that's what they were there for.
Okay.
I was like,
Because
well,
like, what's the
that'd be
actual process?
cool. Or you just say fire right there.
Honestly,
like, I don't know.
yeah, honestly, don't care.
I care. That's
This
cool.
is my little fire, in case anybody wanted to
Oh,
know.
it's
Aw.
cute.
Oh,
I love it. That's the best.
Oh gosh, that's not good. Good enough.
Picture of fun.
Everybody's gonna be blue again.
It's so bad.
Oh, the angle. Oh, darn it! I didn't draw enough. I'm making a 50 angle.
Now, she spots the fire from a 73-foot tower. So that means that the height is 73, not degrees, it's feet.
Whoa.
It's just not my day. It's a Monday.
I agree.
Mine doesn't look like a fire. Yours.
Mine's just like.
Mine kind of looks like a Christmas tree that turned red.
Oh my goodness, it does.
Oh my gosh! And it's like orange on the
A
wall.
Christmas
That's
tree
fine.
on fire.
That's fine.
So this angle, and we're looking at how far away is it from the tower. So it's that angle that we're looking, or that side length that we're looking for. I need to convert this into degrees. So 1 plus 20 over 60 ends up being 1.33 degrees.
Okay, so we can use tangent.
Surprise, surprise. Tangent of 1.33 degrees is equal to 73 over x. Swap them. X is equal to 73 over the tangent of 1.33.
It's a big number.
Okay, so we all got a big number.
Yeah. 3,144.24.
Yep. Alright, so your problems are 5, 7, and 19.